Welcome to Messages. Messages is a podcast about communication and miscommunication. Messages is a work of fiction. Human memory is also most likely a work of fiction. What is fiction? Any similarities to actual events are intended.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey buddy, it's your dad. I don't know why I haven't heard from you or your brother. Hey, I haven't heard from Uncle Mark either. I've been here for over a week now. I think something's wrong with the phone. I can't believe I haven't gotten a call or a text the entire time I've been here, and I don't have any Wi-Fi or... I don't know. There's been strange stuff going on. I want to tell you what's been happening. The house is cool, but creepy. I don't know, buddy. Just call me, okay? I love you. I hope things are going okay. Tell your brother to call me too. Alright. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, it's your brother. I wish you would call me back, or somebody would call me back. I don't even know how many days it's been since I talked to anybody. The kids aren't calling me back. You're not calling me back. There's something wrong with the phone. But it's not like I have no signal. I can get your voicemail. I don't think you're ignoring me. I don't get it. Something weird is going on. I don't feel well. My head is foggy. I don't know how many days I can go like this. It's all cloudy today. I feel like it's gonna rain again. Man, call me back before I lose my mind. Alright. Bye. Hello?
Hi, Matthew.
Hey,
Billy.
Billy, thank you so much for calling me back.
No problem. I got your message.
Great. So you got the picture?
I did.
Okay. Do you have any idea what that is?
I can definitely tell you what it says, and I can probably ask Steve to talk to you and help you figure out what it actually is.
Oh, awesome. Okay, you do recognize the writing?
I do. It's a language that's very similar to mine. So my language is Bulgarian.
Right.
And the language of that inscription or of that writing is Czech, from the Czech Republic.
Oh,
Used to
okay.
be Czechoslovakia.
At first look, I thought it was Russian, but it doesn't have like the upside down looking backwards stuff in it, but it seemed like it was, like I sort of guessed the area.
Yeah. It's a Slavic language, but even though most Slavic languages are in Cyrillic, Czech isn't. So it's still the Latin alphabet, a Cyrillic language. It's confusing. But the vocabulary is pretty similar and very familiar to me.
I don't know anything about any of it, so I definitely sent it to the right person. So what does it say?
Well, from what I understand, it says it comforts us, brothers of the darkness and of the light.
What?
That's how I read it, and I'm pretty sure because the vocabulary is very similar to vocabulary of my language and Russian. It comforts us, brothers of darkness and light.
That's weird.
I know.
What? Okay.
Steve has some ideas about the box if you want to hear those.
Really? Okay.
Good evening, Matthew.
Steve, it's good to talk to you, man. It's been a long time.
So you found this box here in the United States?
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys heard about this, but I was in a pretty bad accident. And it kind of messed me up.
I did not realize.
I'm doing better. But I'm living in this house. I just moved here not that long ago, and it's out in the middle of the country, and behind the house is like a wooded area. I mean, it's rural. Like, I'm about 10 miles away from the closest little town. And behind the house, I just was walking to try and explore, a little bit, and I found all these broken down buildings, and like a couple of them were still standing, but really there's very little left of whatever it is it was. At first I thought they were like sheds or something, but the more I think about it, it looks like a lot of sheds. And I don't really know what it is. And I was walking through all this stuff. There's like a bunch of stuff back there. And nailed to this tree was this box. And frankly, it weirded me out.
I can understand that.
Yeah. So, do you have any idea what this is? Like, what is this?
Well, the contents are confusing to me, but the inscription and the box itself could shed some light.
Okay.
The box itself is not from this country. It's an old Austrian manufacturer. The Czech Republic would have been under the control of the Austro-Hungarian Empire in the period of time in which that box was likely constructed.
Which is when?
Well, up until World War I would be the end of the Austro-Hungarian control of the Czech Republic.
You can tell I know a lot about like history of Europe. So,
but it seems to be some kind of religious object, but I'm not sure a Christian one.
Okay. What do you, if not a Christian one, then what?
Well, the Czechs are fairly hard-headed with respect to religion. One of the least religious places in the planet, and the Czech Republic, the area that is now occupies Old Bohemia and Old Moravia. These were Christianized in the Middle Ages.
Old Bohemia?
Bohemia is the western part of what is now the Czech Republic. Moravia is the eastern part.
Okay, that's weird. I remember when I was a kid, my grandpa used to talk about these people that like live. He grew up in Funk's Grove, and like his family lived in like a dirt floor shack, basically. And he used to talk about these people, the Yellowhammers. And my brother and I were always really like curious about what he was talking about. And one day we finally got him to like elaborate a little bit, and he called them Bohemians. And I told him that I didn't think Bohemia was a real country, that was like a reference to like, I don't know, I like beatniks and like hippie people or something.
Well, I honestly do not know how the name came to be connected with people who drink coffee and stay up too late. But the word itself, Bohemia, refers to a medieval and even an ancient kingdom in what is now the Czech Republic. And quite a wealthy one at some points in time. Now, the box is old. It is the old Austrian manufacture. However, the language that is on it reflects the language reforms of the late 1800s. And so, if we were trying to pinpoint something there, it could be either an older box to which an inscription was later added, or something that came into existence around the turn of the century, coming into the 1900s.
What's this thing doing in my backyard?
Well, that is a good question. That's why I was rather surprised that someone found something like that here. The construction techniques seem to me to speak of authentic Austrian or Bohemian manufacture.
So these people were like immigrants, I'm assuming, that brought this over with them?
That would be one hypothesis. And the Czechs, as I said, there's not much use trying to get through to the Czechs with religion most of the time. They have absolute, not terrible, but amazing abilities to combine apathy and hostility with respect to anything religious. However, you will find from time to time strange things pop up. And the inscription, the Brothers of Darkness and Light.
Do you know what that means?
Well, what it reminds me of are groups that would pop up all over the place, such as the old Cathars in France, or the Bogomils in Bulgaria. Gnostics, who would practice a kind of dualism of darkness and light, sometimes trying to participate equally in both.
I'm sorry, you're blowing my mind.
Whether that is actually the case would require more study. But those are what appeal. Those are hypotheses that would appeal to me to investigate.
Yeah. Wow. That isn't what I expected to hear. Can you tell me anything more about these groups of people?
Well, what would have been practiced in the Czech Republic is really beyond me. It's nothing I've heard of there. It would have been something that survived in villages away from centers in the hills, or things like this, if that is in fact the meaning of the inscription. But that it is a religious artifact, I do not question much. The animal remains in it. They didn't come there by happenstance. And why do people put animal remains in a place? Why have this particular kind of box? Why does it weird you out? Well, because the aura around it is religious.
That's not overly comforting.
Well, The Czechs have things for comfort. I could recommend Bekarovka.
Is it booze?
It's quite a good liquor.
Okay. I can't drink anymore. The medication that I'm on, unfortunately, doesn't let me, but I really wouldn't mind a drink right now.
Again, my condolences. Aside from that, I'm not sure what else I can say from the information that I have. But perhaps those will give you some things to work on.
Well, okay, so when I moved into this place, apparently whoever lived here before, they just, left their stuff. Or at least, most of their stuff. There's all kinds of furniture in here, and the basement I haven't even gone down there to, go through any of it, but there is a ton of stuff down there. And there's, an office that has a bunch of this guy's junk in it, and I keep, saying I'm gonna go through it and see what's going on. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. If I find anything, can I share it with you? And
Oh, it would be of utmost interest. Please.
Okay, great. Wow, thank you so much, guys. I think I think I'm thinking. That's definitely true. Okay, so I don't know. The house is just weird. Since I moved in, it's just felt creepy, and there's kids that play out in the yard at night, in the rain, that are weirding me out, and it's probably nothing. I'm probably making more out of it than there really is, but just being by myself in this place is, it's creepy.
Well, we certainly wish you the best. And,
thanks.
Should you think that we could be of further assistance, please do let us know.
Yes, and I appreciate your help so much. Really, this is at least something to go on. Wow, okay. This is like a movie. I don't even know what to think about all of this.
And I'm afraid that in the line of a movie, the rest of our family is calling a cut to this scene. Please do let us know if you find anything more.
I absolutely will, yes, and thank you so much, both of you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, I guess I'll let you know if I find anything else.
Nice to talk to you, Matthew.
You too, thank you guys. Bye.
Very well.
There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and it fits me like a glove. Oh, the sun sits high up in the sky of blue above. There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and a smile upon my face. Never laughed so much, the world is such a happy place. Ha ha ha, the folks will shout when they see the way I strut about. Since I said to Mr. Gloomy, I'm kicking you out. Yes, sir, there's a rainbow round my shoulder, and I'm really feeling swell. Ever since I found a rainbow round my heart as well. There's a rainbow round my shoulder, and I'm really feeling swell. Ever since I found a rainbow round my heart as well.
Messages is created by Matthew Welchel. This episode's callers were Matthew, Violetta Cohn, and Stephen Cohn. Thank you for listening.
End of message.